teams responded after the bye week?
Good. I think we had a good week of practice. I think our guys are ready to go.
That's where kind of some of the things that Falcons defense has done well under Ryan this year.
Well, I think they've done a lot of good things. They play aggressive, they play hard, they play tough, they're physical. They've been a good tackling team. I think they do some creative stuff in terms of their pressure package, which creates some problems. So I think they're well coached. I think they're extremely disciplined in what they do, and I think Ryan's done a really good job with those guys.
You always go up against people you're familiar with. Is there a unique level of familiarity, almost to the point of having to change up tendencies or anything that you need to make sure they don't know too much about?
Yeah, I don't know necessarily that's the case. There's a lot of things that change from week to week, season to season, game to game. So obviously we understand that they've got a lot of guys over there that are familiar with us, and so we've obviously taken that into account. But there's a lot of things that change.
How much have Caden and David added to their defense?
I think both of those guys have played really well for their they added a ton of new pieces to their defense. Up front, in the secondary, at the linebacker position. So I think it's, really it's not a totally new unit, but it's significantly different from what we faced last year.
Dennis, how have you seen Derek specifically attack the bye week and some of the things that he'd like to correct heading into the back half of the season?
Yeah, look, I think he's been extremely focused on, things he's got to improve on. Again, like I said, I think he had a really good week of practice. I think he's focused in on the things that we're trying to do, offensively, from a scheme standpoint. So, I'm excited about watching our guys go out there and play.
What do you think about the offense that you're facing that has Cordero Patterson, but even the rookie Deshaun Robinson? What does he specifically bring that as a threat?
Well, look, I think they have, a lot of players from a skill position that, present a lot of different challenges. They line up in a lot of different areas. They got a lot of guys that can do a multitude of things. Their backs, Patterson and Robinson, both those guys will line up in the backfield. They'll line up out wide. They'll run, typical kind of running back routes, and yet they'll run, wide receiver routes too. So I think that, along with their receivers, Pitts at tight end, I think all those guys present some challenges. All right. Thanks, guys.